What up, what up, what up? Thank you for tuning in to Truth and Purpose Nexus. As always, it's your boy, Truth. Hope everyone is having a good day. As always, if you're above ground, you have something to be thankful and blessed about because God gave you another day, another chance to get it right. And most importantly, to build a relationship with Him. Man, oh man, it's a lot of confusion going around, but you know me, I ain't confused by it at all. I don't operate in confusion. Author confusion is Satan. You feel me? And a lot of y'all, Satan is y'all daddy. The crazy part is the conversations we're having on here is not making any sense, especially when there's so many of y'all on here claiming to be quote unquote him, not having problems with women, but yet we have conversations, we have dialogue, and we produce content in a complaint format. And on here, because there's so many males trauma bonding together, this He Man Hate Women Club. You feel me? Just want to complain and talk horrible about women and talk about how bad they are. And you know, we all go through things because it's life. But to get on here complaining about some of the most dumb stuff I've ever seen in my life is asinine for me. A lot of these situations and problems I never experienced, so I don't have any data or information to bounce off of it. But the funny thing is, people get on here and they can lie to other people because a lot of people haven't done anything in life, haven't really experienced anything, so they come on here to experience facades and frauds and to try to live vicariously through their stories, outlandish stories, because you can tell when something is made up. Well, it's easy for me. You know, the blessing that I had is I was actually raised by men. I had my father, my biological father, True Senior, and then I had the man after my father life was taken. I had the fortunate of being raised by another man who still to this day I consider my father. He's my dad. He counsels me, and he's dependable. You know, that was the benefit and the fortunality that I had was being able to see how a man moves, how they speak, how they operate with women, and how they operate as a man within himself. That's the crazy part. The stuff I'm hearing on here is people asking questions about, okay, if a woman doesn't do this, should we do this? Like that stuff is foreign to me. I never was raised that me as a man is dependent upon how a woman speaks, moves, her behavior, or how she operates. Me being a man, I'm supposed to continue to move regardless. I'm not shaped by society. I'm not shaped by other people. I'm not shaped by other people's behaviors, their speeches, or how they think. I'm supposed to be shaped on the values and morals and upbringing from my environment. and what was taught to me. So, you know, people do this group think or group thing, and for me, I never was a follower. I never needed a group of people to agree with me. So it's easy to be on the outside of when a group of people is thinking one way and I'm on the opposite end. See, I was raised to go against the grain. You feel what I'm saying? The only thing I go with the grain is my haircut. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, to keep my grain, my my ocean current, my rip current in my head tight. So that's how I get my hair cut, with the grain. Other than that, I'm not agreeing with you fools when you can't even compartmentalize and think for yourself. And it be the main ones as soon as you ask them, oh, did this happen to you? No, no, it never happened to me. I don't have no problem. Then why are you talking about it? Why don't you talk about what you experience? What you experience? All this complaining, man. Why would a woman want to be around someone that complains more than them? Like that stuff is crazy, bro. It's foreign to me to be running around here complaining and talking. Any woman with me, you know what I'm saying, they be like, man, you don't even talk much because it's not that much to talk about. It's more about doing an action. I could be silent for hours because first of all, a man's supposed to be continuously planning and thinking about their next move, 5, 10, 15, 20 steps ahead. Not in the now, not being impulsive. You know, the emotions, like I have never been around so many emotional men built on how they feel about something and don't even know that your feelings have nothing to do with logic, fact, or truth at all. Like it actually contradicts it. It be blowing my mind. It be blowing my mind. You ask any of them, they will say it in a minute. Oh, I ain't having these problems. Then what are we talking about? What's the point of even having these type of conversations if you're not having a problem? Where the guys that's having these problems at? Why they not coming forth talking about, yeah, I can actually prove that I endured this. Hey, this is where I was just doing it. I actually experienced it. You feel me? Like it's just crazy. And then the stuff like you hear people talk about submission and having a woman on your program and all these different type of things, right? And then when you actually see it in real time, people complaining about it. I mean, I would think, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I got a chance to see it. If you never seen it before, if your mother didn't treat your father that way, your grandmother didn't treat your grandfather that way, your brother's wives, if they have any, don't treat them that way. But then you got people on here complaining when a woman operates. Maybe it's out of jealousy that you're complaining about this because you're upset that the women that you're around don't treat you that way. So when you see another person operate in that type of format, you're upset because you're not getting that type of treatment. You feel me? It's crazy, man. Like y'all gotta get your mind right, man. Seriously, like it's crazy. And then some of y'all out here are fathers with sons, bruh. And that's the thing, like it's like we keep perpetuating the same type of bull crap, and then the boys, the males that turn into boys, then turn into men, then they become complaining men like, overly emotional. But then y'all come on here, same thing. Everything is going great. You're the most outstanding fathers, most outstanding husband, most outstanding boyfriends, everything. Nothing wrong. Nothing is wrong, but we're not talking about the fact of how you're living or, what you got going on. We talking about the person that you don't even know. Is the grift that good, bro? Or are you on here lying and it's really you out here having these type of problems? And instead of you being honest saying, nigga, I'm the one that's having problems with these women. That's why I'm complaining. I'm the one that can't get them to submit, program, cook, all this dumb stuff. When it's real simple, bro. If a woman is not acting right with you, she don't like you. And then it's time to move around. It ain't time to get mad at her or complain. None of that. Especially if it ain't no future there. Majority of y'all talk about marriage, but y'all not even husband. Y'all don't want to be married. Y'all want a situation where that woman is not giving her body to somebody else. You want to try to figure out a way so nobody else can have her. That ain't no husband, bro. That's not what you're supposed to be trying to get married or lock a woman down because you don't want to share. That's not what that's for. And then y'all talk about morality when, yo, y'all try to talk about moral, but and then the next statement after is an immoral statement of how you out here sleeping with multiple women. Like, why would a woman do that? Deal with you and you that can produce that much confusion and contradict yourself from one moment to the next. You're not even standing on nothing, no principles at all, but claim to have the most principles. Y'all niggas can't even have a civilized conversation of decency and know how to have respect and decorum. Y'all can't even act right. Like, that's the crazy part. The way y'all carry yourselves and represent, why the hell would a woman say, oh, yeah, that's what I want to be with? When you can't even conduct yourself in a room amongst men and complaining. Like, that stuff baffles me, man. I just don't understand it. I don't. It's foreign to me. It really is. We talking about marriage. We talking about women cooking and all this type of stuff. She don't like you, bro. I would never get upset at a woman telling me, "Hey, yo, I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing that." Okay, cool. Thank you for being honest. That means it's time for me to move around and go to the next. Not try to force somebody to be something that they're not. And I would never want to be with somebody that is fake and a fraud and a facade that they putting up some type of presentation just to be around me, which it does happen. But once I figure that out, then yeah, it's time to get up out of there. It's no point. There's nothing to be angry about. Everybody has their preferences and their lifestyle that they want. It's like y'all get on here and trying to shame and put women down to get them to do what you want to do. They don't have to do that. They don't have to be with somebody that they're gonna be upset that they with for a whole bunch of years no more, man. And that's actually a good thing. I would never want to be with somebody that's with me off of necessity and they wait until I die. Like, that's crazy work. Why would I want to be with somebody that's waiting to collect their insurance check or something or with me because I'm able to afford them a lifestyle that they can't get with nobody else? And they really, while they with me, they thinking about the other dude that don't want to be with them. Like that's crazy. But y'all take anything just to have some stinking butt. Like that is insane. That is insane. But y'all be the first one to say, I'm getting all this tail. I got all these women giving me all this. How are y'all that desperate for something that you routinely get. When you get something over and over again, that stuff get tiring. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. That ain't it. It ain't it. It's really bull crap. When you reach a certain type of level, you trying to get something that you have never obtained before. You're trying to conquer and win at something that you have never won at. That's what you're trying to do. But y'all talk about marriage and y'all not even husbands. Y'all don't even know what that is. Your father was not even a husband. You wasn't even birthed in daggone wedlock. You wasn't. You don't see that. You're not around people that's married all the time. You're not hanging out with people that's married. Your closest person that you cool with is not married. Then y'all get on here lying about being fathers and everything. Like it's just crazy. Like yo, it's crazy that y'all got to lie just to kick it. Like y'all doing all these type of things, and then the first thing, if somebody say something simple, let's see what your child is. Your child being bad in school and stuff like that. Let's see how they operate around other children. Are they getting suspended and stuff like that? What their grades look like? Y'all quick to talk about something, what you buy them and all this other type of stuff, like that matters in life. Who ain't getting to some type of money? That don't mean nothing. What type of person is you putting out here for the rest of our children to be around? For the rest of the world to be around? That's why we got so like y'all ain't even paying attention to the world that what's going on in this daggone world. How we got a string of deletions of people taking other people's lives, children too. At this, these are teenagers or young people taking other people's lives. Y'all not even focused on what's really going on out in this world and seeing how people that really got that's really moving out here and they the ones really pulling the strings, what they got planned. Y'all not even paying attention to the weather that's going on out here. Y'all focus is, oh, let's talk, get on here, and men are all good and women are all bad. Like that this is crazy, bro. And then y'all got daughters talking about this type of stuff. Like this is crazy. And y'all don't even see nothing wrong with it. Just to keep coming on here complaining about them. Like every single day, it's about a woman doing something wrong and a man, a woman doing something wrong. Like the man don't do it either. It's nowhere in the world that if y'all this perfect that y'all ain't got a woman beat down your door waiting for y'all to marry them. It's nowhere. There's no way. And y'all standards ain't even that high. Y'all pick any woman as long as she look like something, as long as she look like something and something that you want to put in the bed with you. That's it. And as long as she cool. She ain't gotta love God. She ain't gotta be this amazing person where she actually gotta be a decent person, carry herself, respect you or anything like that. Y'all take anything. But come on here complaining and then talking about all these standards. How was your last relationship? What type of woman was she? Talking about, oh, I don't like makeup. But I guarantee your last woman's face was beat. She was wearing them long nails. She probably been ran through and all that. I guarantee as soon as you got a chance, she was trying to climb in her bed. You ain't even trying to abstain from sex. You didn't care about none of nothing of longevity, not trying to get, her parents, seeing where she come from, how she take care of herself, how she take care of other people, none of that. But want to complain and say they not doing this, they not cooking, they not being home people, they not taking care of children. First and foremost, why would you even deal with somebody like that at all? The first thing you say, I say, oh yeah, she's a horrible woman, right? You gonna sleep with her? Yeah. Why would you even want to go inside of something that's bad? Why? You don't like makeup. Why approach a woman with a whole bunch of makeup and nails and stuff on? You don't like a loud woman that curse and everything, but yet you sleeping with them. You want to be around them. They funny to you. Every woman that y'all look on and do this content about, you find women that are like that, and the first thing somebody say, why would you sleep with that type of woman? Then that's what I'm saying. You guys not getting tricked. You want to get the woman that you want, and then you want to try to force her to be something that she's not. And then you get upset because she doesn't like you because you either lame or corny. Majority of y'all on here wearing fingernail polish, got long hair, all this effeminate stuff, wearing mercers. Like authentic women love masculine, thorough men. Not this new age, feminine, soft era bull job, man. They like men, especially if they got fathers. They want a man like their father. If their father was thorough, they want to be around somebody thorough. They don't want to be around no daggone caddy talking, complaining, whining, effeminate nigga. Like they don't want that. Biology has always won. Y'all here complaining because a woman don't get turned on about you and all types of stuff. But I'm so glad one of the narratives that's on here that y'all like to say, oh, if you got money or if you got status or you got clout, they'll never turn you down. Somebody actually showed today that one of the prominent men that get women and that women love, he got turned down because the woman wasn't with that because why? Women have their preference too. They have their selection that they like as well. It's not always about money, clout, status, and about what society wants. That's what I'm saying. You don't understand women. You don't understand women. You try to simplify things and try to make women like move like and think like men, and that's not how they do. And then when you got a woman that does think like that, then you complaining that she's not like a woman. A woman is only going to allow access to something that she can emotionally tie herself to that she likes. And see, men understand this one thing. A woman that you actually love and that you're going to be with, she will never love you as much as you love her. It's not in their nature to love like that. They have a capacity. Our love is supposed to be sacrificial because we have the responsibility of taking care of her, of watching out for her, of providing and provision. So our love will always supersede and eclipse hers. The best she can do is honor you. Her love is going to be in a respectable, honorable, love. But that's not for every woman. Every woman is not supposed to do that with you. Only the woman that you're supposed to actually be with, your wife, is supposed to provide you all that. Y'all want something just because you like how it looks to give you everything that your wife is supposed to give you. And it's not going to happen, bro. Because she only supposed to give that to her husband. Her husband. That's what that's about. Y'all want something that your mother didn't even afford your father. That's the craziest thing. Y'all get on here playing, man. Y'all just playing. It's crazy. Y'all want to throw everything into one basket. Y'all can't. Y'all have no compartmentalization skills at all. Y'all not forward thinking. Y'all can't deal with one subject to the next. You know, until I came on here, I really didn't think ADHD was a real thing. But according to what it is, you niggas got that. 'Cause y'all can't even stay focused on one subject matter. And when your feelings and emotion involved, y'all can't even hear yourselves or even think. And you could tell when the emotional ties because y'all go with the homonyms and the name calling and everything like that. Men don't move like that. And if that's how your father raised you and that's how your father moved, like, yo, bro, I can understand because even some dudes that even have a father, their father weren't thorough. They wasn't caring a certain type of way. You know, you don't have feelings about the woman that you love, but not feelings about every single woman. You're not gonna be upset at every single woman because every single woman that you come in contact with, it didn't work out or they not feeling you. Who gets upset about stuff like that? And then you upset because she rocking out with one man, but she not rocking out with you. Why is that a problem? She don't like you, bro. It's okay. It's okay. That's a you problem. That's it has nothing to do with her. She's not supposed to like you if she don't like you. But y'all so desperate, y'all rather that woman lie to you and use you and you believe that you're somewhere where you really not, even to the point where even if a woman lay down with you, you can't even just because she lay down with you, you can't even see that she still don't like you like that. She either tolerate you or got an agenda. And that's because y'all don't know women and how they actually move when they actually do like you and love you and want to be with you. Y'all never seen it before, and then when you see other men, women operate with them like that, and you upset. Y'all get obsessive and possessive over things that don't even belong to you. Yeah, I seen some guy on here that he in a relationship and people got a problem with how his woman is reverencing him and how they moving and everything like that. That's crazy. I would applaud that woman for operating under his covering, under his umbrella, under his leadership. Because remember, y'all complain that a woman doesn't do it. And that's the thing, y'all know better than the women. Y'all just on the opposite spectrum and y'all just got y'all anatomically correct as a male. That's the only difference. Other than that, y'all move, think, speak like women. Y'all want to be treated like women. Y'all want all the luxuries and the benefits that society and the world and the standards afforded to them. Y'all hate the double standards. And how I was raised, I love the double standards. I love them because that's how it's supposed to be. I love the title, man, and I understand the responsibility and I accept it. I don't want my way. And then y'all want to get on here and talk about the Bible. Y'all don't understand the Bible. Y'all don't know God at all. It's just a cliche. Y'all think y'all know y'all got all the answers. It's certain stuff that I don't even speak on because I'm not in that realm. I'm not in that realm. I have never experienced that. but y'all want to be a part of every conversation. Y'all got all the answers. Y'all know everything. Then why the heck you got any problem in your daggone life at all? People divorced, people lost relationships, but you got all the answers. You got all the answers. You doing everything right. Then that should not be a problem because I have never done the right thing and it didn't end up the right way. Somewhere along the lines, I had a hiccup. And as a man, I'm not supposed to make excuses. I'm supposed to make adjustments and start moving forward and change that and become better. It's that simple. There's no point in complaining about it. And I definitely come on here to make friends. If somehow, some way, I make a compadre, a friend, some type of friendship. And that's the thing. I don't. Let me stop using that word because for me, I haven't. No, I can't say that. I'll say it's only two or three people I would call friend. Rest people cool, and at the moment drop of the dime, they're gonna disrespect you, and then y'all can't be cool no more. Because that's the one thing about me. Respect is number one, especially amongst men. Especially amongst men. I don't play that type of game. Like it ain't going down like that. Once you disrespect me, especially if I disrespect you, we got a problem. We either gonna talk about it and work it out. And if it don't work out, oh well. You feel me? Well, you can't disrespect me and think we're gonna be cool after that. After that, it's up, and we ain't got nothing to talk about. So I don't play those games. I don't, I don't have nobody around me in my natural life that speak to me crazy. They don't want to, and then on top of that, they know better. They don't speak to me crazy because I don't talk to them crazy. We don't talk to each other like that unless we not being around each other. I don't have nobody I call my friend and I love them and everything. We don't talk to each other like that. But that's how y'all was raised. Y'all raised in dysfunction and speak to each other crazy, over talk each other, not listen. But then y'all want to bring up the Bible. You want to bring up the Bible. Man, y'all got to figure out what y'all trying to be. It's either y'all trying to be thugs, pimps, and players, or you trying to operate out of love for Christ. Which one? You can't be both. But of course, y'all going to try to take what happened in the Bible and some things and try to make that the purposeful will of God. That's how I know you don't know who God is. You don't have a relationship with Christ. He's not living inside you because you wouldn't even try to figure out or try to find a loophole to get things your way. You would want to do things God's way, not how you feel or what you want. It's really that simple. But that's the thing. Y'all not like y'all could talk and show little things and everything. You're not going to show your day to day with your children. You're not going to show how they look and all that type of stuff. Nor should you. But just like, don't be on here lying unless you're going to do that. Unless you're going to do that. And you can't have it both ways. If you got all the women and you bedding all the women and they all love you and you got all the doms and all of them love you and everything like that, you can't be on here complaining. You're speaking too fervently about things that you claim you don't know nothing about. And I can see and hear the pain in your voice when you're speaking on these things. That these things are relational. You are the person that you're speaking about. You are the guy that's having these problems with these women, and that's a you problem. That's not a woman problem. That's your problem that you don't know how to pick women at all. And then on top of that, if you mess up, that's your problem that you don't say, hey, bro, I messed up, and then just keep moving till I get it right. It's just that simple. You feel me? But y'all don't do that. Y'all want to complain and say the woman is bad. The woman is evil. She the bad one. Not your mindset, not how you think, not the fact that you keep choosing or you running into them, or these are the type of women you deal with having children by 'em. None of that. None of those questions you ask. Ask yourself, why did I do this? Why did I cause myself this pain? Regardless of anything that happens in my life, I'm gonna address myself first. I'm gonna look at the man in the mirror first and deal with me for even put myself in that type of situation. Especially if I know better, which I claim to know better. But y'all can lie to each other, it ain't working with me. It ain't working with me. Y'all can lie to each other, y'all can group together and trauma bond and all this type of stuff and talk about how bad women is. And then it's husbands on here talking about how bad women is. Is that your wife in the other room? Is she messed up like that? Oh no, 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 my wife don't. Well, why you not talking about how great your wife is? Why you not talking about how great your baby mother is? Or the woman you with, or the woman you so called laid down with last night. Like this stuff crazy. I gotta stop, bro. We've been having the same conversation for 6 years. Ain't majority of y'all haven't been with a woman, haven't been in a relationship, haven't dealt with no woman, nothing. Still on here singing and saying the same tune over and over and over again. Problem or not, if I have a problem in a relationship, I'm not complaining about that mess, man. Heck no. So what? That's life. Let's let's move around. Let's go to the next. Let's try to get it right. Y'all don't produce no solutions of how to do things right. We're gonna harp on one subject of complaining. And like y'all perfect and do everything right as men. Attitude reflect leadership if you're a captain and a leader. So ask yourself, you're a leader, right? Because all men leaders. Why are your followers not obeying your orders? What's up with that? What's up with that? You so-called move with purpose and intentions. Why why they don't want that? why, why they don't want where you're going at? Why they don't want where you're going at? G? But then all y'all do is get on here and want to argue all the time, man. Nobody want to argue and fuss and all that. Like, like that effeminate behavior gotta go, bro. Arguing and complaining and fussing and want to argue with each other and yell. Like, what? I don't understand that. I don't understand it, bro. Y'all gotta hang around some actual real men. Real men. And I'm talking about mindset, behavior, character, demeanor, all that. You gotta deal with some authentic men, man. So y'all could pick up some good nuggets on how to move. Because like it ain't cutting it, man. Y'all don't even understand how you sound and how you moving. That come from that so called, Kevin Samuels bull crap. That bro messed y'all up. Y'all run around here like that was the epitome of masculinity and how to be a man. And bro was as feminine and effeminate as they come. Nobody thorough move like that, bro. Nobody thorough move like that. And any man could see like bro wasn't like he wasn't cut from no cloth of men. He even said it. He said he was raised by his mother and his daggone mother, his aunts. He was raised by women. He was raised by women, bro. He said it. And that should have told y'all everything right there. You feel me? We gotta do better and start choosing to actually adhere to people that's actually got something going for themselves. Like the people I listen to on here and at least take some type of credence to what they saying, man, they married. They married and they successfully married and they successfully married and doing it the right way. You feel what I'm saying? They doing it the right way. So I'll at least hear what they have to say. I'll at least hear what they have to say. And that's the thing. Those type of men, we align. We align with each other. They not on here complaining about women. They not on here saying how all women bad and all this type of stuff. And they daggone sure ain't trying to on here saying all men are good and all women bad. Y'all gotta fix that garbage, man. And stop focus on women so much. Like actually focus on yourself. Focus on what you need to how to better yourself, man. How to get yourself to a position where, especially if you're a father, especially if you're a father, if you don't have no wife, you should not be glued on no woman like that, and you got children. And that's another thing. How y'all? I'm waiting for somebody to explain this to me. How y'all sleeping with 1,000 women, working 10 to 12 hours a day, have leaders, managers with people underneath of y'all, outside all the time, and inside at the same time with your children, making sure their education, their literature, the way they read, that they sticking with the Bible, all these type of things, all of that in one day. Because it's only 24 hours in a day. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can get on here and lie to everybody. It's not gonna work with me, bro. It's not gonna work with me. It's not gonna work with me. Y'all ain't on like y'all gotta be honest. Y'all not out here trying to make sure your child eats right, the education is good, they're speaking well, they're well mannered, they focus on God, they treating people good. You can't do all that and sleep with a whole bunch of women and work 10 to 12 hours at the same time. You can't. Y'all gotta pick a struggle, one of them. Pick something that you're gonna focus on. My focus is on making sure that I am a decent man, producing a decent image for my children to either model after or for my daughter to go after a man such as that had cut from my cloth and moving my credence and demeanor and cadence. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that I produce a good image and produce a good product, my legacy, my children, so that the world, I can say that, hey, I've done the world and society justice because I actually produced a decent product out here for people to be comfortable around, that's going to love other people, that's going to be respectful, that's going to help other people, things like that. And most important, make our Father, Yahweh, proud, man. See, y'all want to talk about the Bible when it's convenient to talk about women. Why not talk about the Bible daily? Why not talk about Jesus Christ daily? What are you doing for him? What type of image are you affording to the world to make sure you represent who he is and all the things that he's done for you, all the favor and blessing that he's given your life, all the chances that he wake you up the next day to give you? What are you doing for him? Because you claim to be a man of God, you claim to be a Christian, you claim to be all this type of stuff. What are you doing for him? Y'all only talk about the Bible when it's come down to try to put and shame a woman down. That's crazy work, bro. Y'all gotta fix that, man. Because that's not what God is about. The Bible and God, you know who God really deals with? He deals with his sons, his men, the men that he created. He wants us to be in order because if we're in order, the woman follows order. And I'm talking about on a whole. I'm talking about the lot of men. The reason why women are the way they are is because of quote unquote leaders are out of order. The world is messed up because man messed the world up. Man brought sin into this world. So women are the way they are because men. The world is messed up because of men. You can't have it both ways. You're either a leader or you're a follower. Which one? Yeah, so man, I don't know what to tell y'all. I only can speak for myself. I'm gonna continue to grow. I'm gonna continue to get better. I'm gonna continue to ask God to help me become a better man, husband, father, son, brother, and friend to the world that I see. Help me to please Him. Help me to be obedient to Him and His word, because obedience is greater than sacrifice. That's what I want. Because I know if I can get that right, everything else will follow. And most importantly, I can make better and more sound choices. And when you make better and more sound choices, that eliminate excuses, that eliminate problems, because majority of the problems that you have in your life is self-inflicted. 90% of it is self-inflicted. The rest is the outside. So how about we focus on becoming better men before we talk about any woman on this planet? And how about we stop talking about other men that got their woman in order until we get our woman in order? Who we with? You feel me? I think that's the best option. I think that's a sound option. How about you?